Here it is, my friends, 2027. Can you believe it? 2027 Kia Telluride. This vehicle has been one of my favorites since it came out. I remember going out to Aspen, Colorado from one of the earlier debuts of it as one of the influencers back then of having to showcase this vehicle. And now look at this, 2027, still killing it. This is from Automoto Vibes, their YouTube channel. I'll put a link below so you can watch this and some other videos that they have shared, but I'll have some more videos within this one here. It was already one of the best family SUVs in the market, and they just raised the bar big time with this right here. Today I'm going to talk about some of the new features, what makes it different this year, engines, cargo space, some details, and so on. This is apparently more powerful, more efficient, more luxurious, and more capable than the model it replaces, which is hard to believe, right? And finally, it gets what buyers have been begging for, a hybrid version, not a mild hybrid, but a real turbo hybrid, 329 horses, up to a Kia estimated 35 miles per gallon combined. So all this new information here, which I also have on everymandriver.com right now with other video examples from other journalists who went out to see some debuts and first looks. So you can see that on the website. Also a potential 600-mile driving range. That's the potential in real world, maybe, or just most ideal conditions. So add in more space, a quieter cabin, new technology. There's also an upgraded X Pro off-road package, which a lot of these SUV manufacturers are doing right now to pump up their vehicles to make them more rugged and capable. So this is a three-row SUV that's just really killing it. And I'll talk about some competitors here too. Palisade, Highlander, the new Explorer, lots of great options out there right now. When it comes to 2027, it's not like, oh, here's new model. They didn't phone it in. This one is really better than before. So the first time ever, getting a turbo hybrid powertrain. And if that wasn't enough, eco-focused setup. So I said 329 horses, 339 pound-feet of torque, making it stronger and more efficient than the outgoing V6. So buyers will care because you got more power for highway merging and mountain passes, better fuel economy for road trippers, large families. Again, up to 600 miles of total driving range. That makes it awesome. You can go, state to state, coast to coast per state. So like I live in Washington State, that's something great where I can go from east to west without making any gas stops. Hybrid model can tow up to 4,500 pounds as well. So mentioning the 2.5 liter turbo, that's a 274 horses, 311 pound-feet of torque, nearly 50 more pound-feet of torque than before. That's what everyone now comes as standard. The more capable X Pro, so real off-road credibility here, wider all-terrain tires, more advanced electronic limited slip differential, multi-terrain drive mode, 9.1 inches of ground clearance, front and rear recovery points. So a lot going on there. A bigger body, more space, obviously, more headroom, class-leading second-row legroom, easy third-row access, up to 87 basically cubic feet of cargo space. Great demo right there. Cue the demo space. More space behind the third row, sliding two-tier storage tray, and flexible dividers. That's great. So family first engineering. Luxury level comfort. Front relaxation seats with leg rest. Driver massaging seat. Thank you. I'll sign up right now. Heated ventilated second row captain's chairs. Available heated third row. Great ideas there, right? So when it comes to tech and connectivity, dual 12.3-inch panoramic displays, wireless Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, connected car navigation cockpit operating system, over-the-air updates, you got to have that right. Digital key 2.0 for phone and smart watch access, bigger 12-inch head-up display, safety, 10 airbags, enhanced body rigidity, lane keeping, lane following, driver attention warning, all these great safe exit warning and assist. You got a wireless charging pad, 2 of them for your smartphones. That's great because if the driver has their smartphone being charged, your passenger can't charge theirs. So I mentioned the powertrains. They got the turbo hybrid. The X Pro has more adventure there, less compromise. I mentioned the 9.1 inches of ground clearance, all-terrain tires, new ground view monitor. Let's see, I mentioned the cargo. There's 46.3 cubic feet behind the second row, 22 behind the third row. Release date It goes on sale the first quarter of 2026. It's going to be built in Georgia. Pricing will come a little bit closer to the launch date. Built in America, West Point, Georgia. This was already one of those benchmark vehicles. I mean, I loved it from the start. 3-row SUV. Then the Palisade came along and said, hey, little brother, little sister, whatever. I want to be just like you, from the Hyundai. And they did it. So not much difference between the Palisade and the Telluride. In fact, I'm getting a Palisade next week from being delivered to me. So I'll have that for a full week. If you're cross-shopping Highlander, Palisade, Explorer, Pathfinder, all competitors, this Telluride deserves to be at the very top of your list for consideration. Polished, powerful, efficient. And if you want to get some pricing, whether it's on this year's model or next year's model, go to quotes.everymandriver.com. It's a free search engine used by thousands every day to get the best deals being offered in your zip code. Make, model, and zip code. That's good for new and used cars, trucks, and SUVs. There's also a link below. So I'll put a link to this video, and I'll put a link to the website so you can get a quote in your area. Maybe you don't want a Palisade. Maybe you want something smaller. You can also find it there. All right, thanks for watching. More information on everymandriver.com. We'll see you in the next one. Adios. One final note, if you are in the market for a new vehicle soon, great. Connect with your local dealership and price and test drive at least 3 different vehicles. A vehicle's strengths and weaknesses can only be discovered when you are behind the wheel. My reviews can be good, but you need to test drive these yourself. Visit quotes.everymandriver.com, select the make, model, and your zip code, and you'll get invoice pricing in your area on those vehicles. Shop smarter with price quotes at quotes.everymandriver.com. You can save $50 right now on the Nuvio Recovery Chiller. It works with any tub, bathtub, cold tub, indoors or out. Just plug it in, set the temperature, and start plunging. Use my code below and grab your deal today.